Crust my nuts.
Let's pause. You said.
T is so fine. I'll be her little foot slave.
I bet
Lord
you would,
Jesus.
baby. Hey, wait, one quick before you keep going through these chats so fast.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in high school and because people didn't know if I was Mexican, white, or black, they was telling me like straight when I went to, because I went from Christian school to public school. They was like straight up when I got in there, I needed to pick a side. And
What?
Yeah, and this was at Chino Hills High School. This was at the same high school that the Ball brothers went to. That's where people know it from.
Sorry.
This is that same high school, and it's like I ended up obviously going with the black folks and everything like that, and then it was like a brawl. It was like hella Mexican girls and Mexican dudes fighting the black dudes.
But right now, do you identify as a black woman?
Yeah, I identify as a black woman because I was raised as a black woman. But realistically, I really don't even... Sometimes, I don't really like to identify as that. Only because my experience is going to be different than my mother's experience or my auntie's experience or like my homegirl's experience.
But let's go back to what Winter was saying, because she said she doesn't have to identify as black or white because she's both. She says, I'm going to identify as mixed, and if you niggas don't like it, fuck you.
Yeah.
Because I can go over here to my white side and I can go over here to my black side. Why do I have to feel pressured to identify with either race?
She don't have to feel pressured, and I think that's something that her fans typically do because of the narrative that she's continuously tried to push.
Yeah.
But for me, I was raised by a black mother. I think hers is different. Her mother is white, so it's going to be a little bit different. But my mother raised me to let me know that I'm a black woman and that that's always what I'm going to be. Mm-hmm. And so when I go over to my white family and everything like that, that's fine, and they love me, but don't forget that I am black. And so
she's a queen, y'all.
That's my difference. It's not that I choose a side. I don't like to. I have white friends. I have a lot of white friends.
But
I have black friends.
I think she hasn't choose a side. She don't want to choose a side. I think she just want to just go straight mixed.
Who you talking about?
Winter. And it's a lot of people out here that are mixed, that are like maybe confused or, confused in that situation or went through different things, whether if it's in school or whether if it's in real life, because they have a white parent and a black parent and they don't know what to actually identify as, and they being pressured. So, I mean, it is just really up to you, but I be feeling like society just gonna push you into that regardless. Like, you gotta pick a side. Like, this. If we going to war, pick a side, motherfucker, because it ain't no mixed side. It's no middle. You know what I mean? Like, if you go to jail right now,
you gotta pick a side.
Hey, I'm mixed. They gonna be like, huh?
We don't understand.
You white or you black?
Which one?
And that's where you gonna really. If you went to jail, not saying you need to go to jail, but those niggas in there are gonna make you pick right then and there. Like, you better pick a side right now. It's bad for you.
I would rather fight for what's right inside my community than fight what's not right outside of my community, because that battle is going to be never ending. Yeah. We as a community can get together and be like, hey, yo, like, this ain't right, or this is right, or like, we can all talk and become a better as a black people. But if I talk to white people, they're not gonna hear it. My white grandma, she'll tell me, oh, when I raised you, I didn't talk about color because you didn't have to. My mom had to. My mom had to teach my brother. My brother and me have a different dad. My brother's full black, but I didn't identify my brother as not my brother. So my mom said, if me and my brother are walking down the street and the police say something to my brother, I better say something because I'm the lighter one. So that's how I grew up.
So your brother is like my skin complexion?
Nah, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
My mother's yours. My mother's darker than you, but my mother's black.
I'm gonna see your family, your brother and mother when it's over with.
Yeah, I'll show you a picture after the show. I have a picture of him.
And your daddy one.
My dad's white, but my dad is like for black people. And then my dad remarried a black woman, and she had biracial children. So I then went over, even when I wasn't with my mom, I was with my black stepmother.
I don't know. It's kind of like we was always taught, like the dominant trait is black. if you mix, like the dominant trait is black, nigga, you gotta come with us. Like they not fucking with you. Come over here, we gonna accept you. So I feel like when you feel like you mixed or whatever the case may be, and then you just don't know what you is. Black people just like, huh? Like, nigga, you tripping. Like, these niggas over here ain't fucking with you. You black and you white. You not white. You not white, my nigga. Yeah. You done. Like, so come over here, fuck with us, and we gonna love you to death. Like, and a lot of people just probably really don't get that shit. So
they don't.
But it's because it's not necessarily the case, because in the black community, a lot of light-skinned people are hated on because of the fact that just merely because of what the white man did to us when they put black people on the outside doing cotton, and they put light-skinned people on the inside doing the silverware. And so there was a lot of discrimination in that, and tore up in like, not even tore up, so I don't even think that's a word, but like just like segregation. The word is segregation.
Identify with you a little bit.
They segregated us within the black community. Like, because back in the day, I would have been a slave owner's child. Back in the day, well, not you, but you would have been. We would have been slave owner children back in the day, because that was the only way it was going down. Was when white people breeded with black people. Right. Was when a white slave owner was breeding with a black slave. Mm-hmm. So that's why I always say that people really need to dig deep. You have to dig deep into your ancestry, and you have to dig deep into who you are as a being, because then at the end of the day, nobody can trigger me. Nobody knows. I don't give a fuck whether you identify me as black, Mexican, Asian. I don't give a fuck. White, Irish. I'm all of the above. I'm all who I am. I am T. I am Tamara. I am who I am. I am a woman. Hear me roar, bitch. Roar!
Somebody said that.
I'm black.
Hey, who the bitch that said I'm just fucking such a lady?
It is what it is.
Who? Somebody had that little quote. I'm just fucking such a lady.
I don't remember who that is.
Who was that?
I know who you're talking about.
I'm just fucking. The comedy lady. The comedy. She was Queens. She was on Queens of Comedy. She was. I'm just fucking such a lady.